Why did Scandinavian monarchs struggle with nation-state formation? Imagine trying to build a strong, united country in a land filled with mountains, long coastlines, and scattered villages. That's what Scandinavian monarchs faced during the early modern era. Their journey to create nation-states was full of obstacles. First, the geography of Scandinavia made central control tough. The rugged terrain and long coastlines meant communication and travel were slow and difficult. For example, Denmark's efforts to rule Norway were hampered by the long distances along the Norwegian coast. This made it hard to keep everyone under one rule. Second, the political setup was very different from other parts of Europe. Instead of a strong central government, power was shared with local chieftains and aristocrats. Kings relied on alliances and military pressure to stay in power. When a king tried to impose direct control, local elites often resisted. This was especially true in Norway after Knut the Great died, when local factions fought against Danish rule. Third, the development of institutions needed for a modern nation-state was slow. Sweden, for example, took a long time to develop clear laws, a unified church, and a royal administration that could collect taxes and organize armies. Without these structures, forming a unified state was difficult. Fourth, religious conflicts added to the challenge. In Denmark, disputes between kings and church leaders, like King Valdemar I and Archbishop Eskil, reflected broader struggles over authority. These conflicts made it harder to create a stable, centralized government. Fifth, the social and political landscape was very fragmented. In places like Sweden, many small kingdoms and local power centers existed into the 12th century. Nobles and local leaders often challenged the king's authority, making it hard to unify the country. Lastly, external pressures and warfare played a role. Sweden, for example, expanded eastward in the 16th century through military campaigns, but social upheavals and political instability slowed the process of building a strong, centralized state. All these factors combined to make nation-state formation a slow and difficult process for Scandinavian monarchs. The rugged geography, reliance on local elites, delayed institutions, religious conflicts, fragmented political structures, and external pressures all played a part. That's why creating a unified, strong nation in Scandinavia took much longer than in other parts of Europe.